Email security is a big issue for IT professionals. Spam, viruses, malware, social engineering all use email as the vehicle to carry out an attack. In addition, a lot of sensitive information is sent via email. In this lesson, we're going to talk about the steps you should take to properly secure email communications and reduce the risk of email exploits. Let's start by looking at a comprehensive email security solution called an email security gateway. An email security gateway is a security solution that monitors emails that are sent to or originate from an organization. An email security gateway can be software, hardware, or cloud-based. There are even some virtualized email security gateways that function on a hypervisor. Hardware-based gateways are typically installed in a server room and are configured to have all email messages routed through the device. Software or cloud-based gateways function in the same way by routing email messages through the service. Depending on the solution, an email security gateway can offer things like spam protection, malware and virus scanning, email encryption, and even data loss prevention. Let's take a look at some of the features that most email security gateways offer. Spam filtering is offered by a lot of gateways. As its name suggests, spam filtering is to filter out certain types of email. The filter will try to filter out unwanted or unsolicited emails and prevent them from arriving to the end users. Spam filters use various methods in order to identify spam. Some services even use lists that are continually updated with known spammers and automatically block anything from those emails or domains. One thing to know about spam filters is that they are far from perfect. They are not a silver bullet. In fact, fine-tuning a spam filter is a never-ending process. Spammers are constantly finding ways to trick spam filters in order to get emails through, and sometimes legitimate emails will be flagged and blocked by the filtering device. However, the benefits of using a spam filter far outweigh the time it takes to configure one. Another feature provided by a lot of email security gateways is that of data loss prevention, or DLP. Gateways that employ DLP scan all outgoing emails for sensitive information. Both the message body and attachments are scanned, and if sensitive information is found, the email will be blocked. If desired, a notification can also be sent to the sender or system administrator. For example, let's say an employee, either accidentally or purposely, sends an email that contains a customer's credit card information to a personal email address. When the email is sent, it's filtered through the email gateway, where it's scanned by the DLP feature. Because the email contains sensitive information, the gateway blocks the email from being sent outside the network. The gateway then notifies the employee that their email was blocked and that the system administrator has been notified. Just like a spam filter, a DLP solution isn't perfect. Its success depends entirely on how advanced the scanning algorithm is and how well the gateway was configured. Because of this, it's important you understand how to properly configure DLP on a gateway. The next email security gateway feature we'll look at is encryption. Remember, email sent over the internet isn't very secure. Emails can be intercepted by someone with the right know-how. And because email messages aren't encrypted by default, they can be easily read. To protect against this, you can use email encryption as a standalone or as part of an email security gateway. As its name suggests, email encryption encrypts the entire contents of an email, and in some cases, will digitally sign the email with a certificate. This certificate is similar to SSL certificates in that they provide a form of identity verification. Email encryption can be configured in a few different ways. One way is to encrypt all email communications, regardless of destination. Doing this does provide the most protection. However, encrypting and decrypting emails requires a lot of resources. And if hundreds or even thousands of emails are being sent a day, this might not be feasible. Another option is to only encrypt emails that are being sent outside the internal network. With this method, that funny cat video you emailed to Rick in accounting won't be encrypted, but the contract document you sent to your client will be. Now, even if you only encrypt outgoing emails, this encryption and decryption can still become a resource bottleneck. Luckily, some security gateways offer selective encryption. With this option, outgoing emails are scanned in a similar way that a DLP solution scans emails. If sensitive information is found, then the email is encrypted before it's sent. If no sensitive information is found, then the email is sent unencrypted. Now, this encryption and digital signing can be done using several different encryption protocols, such as PGP, GPG, or TLS. However, the most common and widely accepted protocol for email encryption is the MIME protocol, which stands for Secure Multipurpose Internet Mail Extensions. The important thing to understand about MIME is that it requires the use of a public key certificate in order to encrypt and decrypt email messages. This certificate can either be self-signed or purchased from a public CA, but it is required. Typically, two certificates are used, one for encrypting the email and another for digitally signing the email. Digitally signing the email ensures that only the intended recipient is able to decrypt the email message and also verifies that the email originated from a trusted source. Proper email security is an extremely important aspect of network security. Emails can be a vehicle for countless attacks and exploits. As such, you need to make sure that you take the appropriate steps in order to properly secure your organization's email communications and prevent email-driven attacks.